your license plate will not be scanned, your vehicle will not be remote accessed and remote controlled, and you can crash drones on the lawn. But if you say, are you a god? And they say, no, then die. Are you a producer? Again, if you haven't seen Ghostbusters, you don't know what I'm talking about. They have, like, looks like Hillary on there. And anyways. Continuing. Obama approval rating at 50% as Republicans abandon immigration campaign promises. So he's gotten more popular with some of the liberals now, and it's sent his approval rating up because they're going to gut the country entirely and offer everybody free goodies as the government builds armored bunkers and buys tanks and trains to take on the gun owners and have a huge civil war that George Soros is funding. What a wonderful idea. Why not? Why not? He's going to shut down more power plants. Border surge likely again in 2015, data shows out of the Daily Caller. The feds are predicting a new giant surge of illegals pouring across. There's another article here. Cuban refugees are flooding in at record levels because they think immigration rules may change if Cuba's normalized and they won't get all the free goodies. So that's some of the news in that stack. Trouble in GOP ranks kills votes on border and abortion bills. We saw that traitorship last week. Traitorship, a new word I've invented. They're having degrees at college, full scholarship in traitorship. How to be a parasitic piece of filth that walks around going, liberal, reasonable, don't be racist. Let me run your life or you're a racist. 2 + 2 = 5 or you're not trendy. I'm sorry. Let's continue here. Americans hate the federal government now more than ever. Market Watch article. 73%. The other percentage are ones that are scared. That's just, I'm just going through the stacks here. Let's get to these other stacks now. The 19 ingredients in McDonald's fries, including a form of silicone found in silly putty, along with petrol-based chemical. Well, I mean, who doesn't need petrochemicals that have been in the ground for God knows how long and who knows what they're really made of? No, they can't really prove. There is a lot of oil that is based on dead life forms. But there's also a lot of, what do they call it, abiotic oil? There's also a lot of oil that they've proven that they don't, and the oil wells are replenishing. They don't know what's going on. And you notice the peak oil argument's gone now. There's so much oil, we're drowning in it. Let's go over this New American article, which is very conservative. That's the John Birch Society, just like Chuck Norris exposing poison food and GMO. This is not just a liberal issue. This is an issue that's real. And McDonald's goes over all the wonderful things that are in their foods. Over 70 ingredients just in the McRib alone that they call food technology. And then it goes into all the delicious petrochemicals that, no, don't run your car's engine, but run you. And again, poisons are very addictive. That's the little secret. So when you ingest poisons in small amounts, your body then begins to metabolize them and learn to deal with them and then wants them, if you're on it enough. Let's continue now, getting into the other news reports here that I have. This is very important. Poll, large majority of Americans oppose Obama's immigration actions. A record number, 58% of registered voters are completely against it. You add them all together, it's basically up in the 70s, the percentages that are against it, including a majority of Hispanics. Jordan agrees to prisoner swap with ISIS in deal that could free pilot and Japanese journalist. And these are just more excuses to give the CIA globalist force more weapons. But, of course, our borders are wide open. And, again, don't forget, though, that they'll let ISIS and others recruit on Facebook, but you can't even post an image of Muhammad because Islamic law says even showing an image is bad. And so now in America, you can't show that, but Infowars.com is censored pretty much constantly. Expert, TSA plan to scrutinize social media posts of travelers. Disturbing. Federal agency's measure could lead to flyer self-censoring. Paul Joseph Watson, Infowars.com. Well, it's bigger than that. They are to be the domestic spy force, just as big and just as strong as our military that Obama talked about, and they're rolling out on the streets everywhere. And you will have to go through them to be able to get a special card to have a job, even working at McDonald's. And you notice, people thought I was crazy 14 years ago when I talked about that. Now it's starting. They set these things up and then they expand them forever. Air passenger bank details to be handed to police under anti-terror plan. See? And that's out of the London Telegraph. Venezuela's vice president is head of drug cartel, claims security chief. Epoch Times, very powerful article. Yeah, in Latin America, it's not like where the CIA runs the drugs, but a consortium of banks launder it and make the money, and then subsidiaries make money off of it, and then the dummies that are dumb enough to use it are street pushers 20 levels down. They get thrown in private prisons, openly owned by the drug cartels themselves. In Latin America, they'll have people like Manuel Noriega or whoever who actually are the kingpin, El Jefe, getting most of it, you know, and buying 5 50-bedroom mansions in Switzerland. So the CIA and others have been a little better about hiding all the goodies. But now they don't so much hide it. They're kind of like, yeah, you're dumb effers. We run the drugs. Don't let us catch you with them. We'll put you in prison. Put out more Hollywood movies where it's cool to use drugs. Get those scum using them. Put poison in the vaccine right now. Murder them. Oh, we're so
Managing your business and customers isn't easy, huh? SnapForce customer relationship software may be just what you need. SnapForce CRM is a software solution that helps you manage everything important about your customers, from sales to marketing to service and support. All of your customer information is right there at your fingertips for easy access. It's time to take control of your business in a snap. Get your free trial at snapforce.com. That's SNAPFORCE.com. Snapforce.com. Hear that? That's the sound of a house being trashed while a gang of thieves ransack the place. And what they don't steal will be destroyed.
This year, resolve not to be the next victim of a break-in. Go to faketv.com and discover a device that creates the illusion someone inside is watching TV, even when you're miles away. Security is a mindset, and Fake TV should be part of your security solution. Be vigilant, but not fearful. faketv.com.
It's very easy to be a criminal. All you need to burglarize a home is one simple household tool, a pair of scissors. If your home security system can be compromised by a criminal using scissors, then you're making it easy for them. Almost every home security system, even those sold by big-name companies, has a weakness: the phone line. You shell out $1,500, get locked into a long-term contract, and think you're safe. But a burglar can destroy your alarm in seconds with one snip. And when a burglar cuts your phone line, you're defenseless. Simply Safe Home Security is the smarter choice. Built by Harvard engineers, Simply Safe uses a wireless connection to call the cops. Scissors can't cut it, and that means your home stays safe. 24/7 professional monitoring is under $15 a month with no contract. Simply Safe Home Security keeps you safer than the other guys for half the cost. Protect your home with the alarm you can trust. Simply Safe. Go to simplysafedefense.com now for an exclusive 10% offer. That's simplysafedefense.com.
I am a 47-year-old female and had a heart attack in 2005. This is Alice from New Jersey. I still get angina, even with 4 stents. I was taking nitro 2 or 3 times a week. The very first day after taking Heart and Body Extract, the chest pain was gone. Now I don't wear a nitro patch.
Learn the secrets of an effective, natural, 100% organic nutritional supplement for a healthy heart and circulation at hbextract.com.
Hear that? That's the sound of a house being trashed while a gang of thieves ransack the place. And what they don't steal will be destroyed.
This year, resolve not to be the next victim of a break-in. Go to faketv.com and discover a device that creates the illusion someone inside is watching TV, even when you're miles away. Security is a mindset, and Fake TV should be part of your security solution. Be vigilant, but not fearful. faketv.com.
Federal agents, we are armed! Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central, we're here. Back weeknights, 7 o'clock Central, InfoWars and Nightly News. Please tell your friends and family about the transmission. That's how we're reaching more people every day. I want to salute you all for your successful prosecution against the globalists. Well, Mikhail Phelan just ran in here. Bill Gates gave an interview to a German publication while at the Davos event. That's why so much important stuff came out there. You know, give us $100 trillion or we'll stir up the inner cities to burn everything down. That's the translation of the Soros ad that we'll cover in the retransmission. I covered it in the first hour. Well, now billionaire Bill Gates has called for a, quote, a kind of a global government. Billionaire claims world government badly needed to save the earth. And one of our most efficient and focused investigative journalists, Mikhail Phelan, I drug him in here just during the break when he brought me this article. He's going to be adding to the article. It's already a long article. He said it could be 30 pages. It's only about 2 pages now, but he's going to really add to this because this is such a big interview he did in Deutsch. I guess thinking we wouldn't translate it. Mikhail, this story's on Infowars.com right now. Let's red link this baby.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting given all the things you brought up today about George Soros and all these calls, you know, for this kind of global system. And then we have Bill Gates coming out parroting the same thing.
I mean, basically it's translated, pay us $100 trillion or we'll pay the black people to burn your city down.
Exactly.
I mean, then that's it. I mean, it's just horrible demon. Go ahead.
Yeah, and so, of course, they're calling for carbon taxes. They want all this money to create this global system, which, of course, they claim will save the earth when they're the very ones destroying it. So, and I bring up everything in the article. I bring up all the money Gates is investing in companies like McDonald's and major oil companies and
weather modification.
Exactly, geoengineering. And so for them,
he is a Dr. Evil. Yeah. I mean, him and Soros and these guys are worse than James Bond villains. And then you realize Fleming based his villains on the real deal.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm ranting.
So yeah, and so so the very people that are really destroying everything in our society, they're the ones that want the cashless society, as Kit Daniels wrote in his article about Bill Gates the other day. So it's really incredible that...
So they can say, we're going to control the speed of your car.
Exactly.
It's in your car, and we're going to take over.
Yeah.
And your TV's watching you, so shut up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's beyond 1984.
So it really seems they're mopping everything up here with this Davos. They're really, really pushing this idea now. And as you said earlier with George Soros and his group all claiming that the elites are running and hiding, getting ready. It seems pretty apparent that they're moving things into the final stage.
I'm telling you that they could release a bioweapon that kills 1 billion people to bring in their world government. I mean, they've geared up, got everything set up for something big. Everything else has been beta testing. They could nuke 5 cities and say Patriots did it. I'm telling you, folks, I get up here and joke around because I do this 3 hours. It gets exhausting. It's gallows humor. This is not a joke. I mean, these people they're just pure evil.
Absolutely. So I'm not surprised that he's out saying this and... with global warming hysteria at an all-time high as usual. Of course, they'll be pushing for the carbon taxes.
Well, we need the police and military that are awake to really watch all this. We need citizens everywhere with human intelligence, with your cameras, your microphones. Get the data, get it out. Basically, start blogging everything. Use their system against them. They're trying to bring in management systems to manage the panopticon where it doesn't blow back on them. That's not going to work. We could actually bring them down. They've overreached. I'm not just saying this to be positive. We have a very good chance of beating them. They have a very low chance of winning unless they blow the planet up. And they may see that as winning. In fact, in some of their writings, they say they have weapons that will blow the planet up, folks. They've got antimatter weapons. That was in Air Force documents released 12 years ago. And then in a speech, a colonel was asked about it. And he said he can't speak about the weapons, but they have them. So that's why they're on power trips. Well, the ability to blow up the planet, and it would look just like in the Star Trek where the planet sucks all in and implodes. So what? I mean, so you guys can blow the planet up. I mean, the mere fact that you're like this does not mean you rule everything.
Yeah, and so these are the same people that tried to blow up the stratosphere, I'm sure, as you've talked about.
Yeah, and set the atmosphere on fire. Yeah, they're not very nice.
So, yeah, I just can't say.
What's wrong with trying to blow a hole and try to catch the atmosphere on fire and kill everybody? I mean, they had to test it, didn't they? I mean, that's normal, right? Yeah. I mean, Bill Gates isn't psychopathic or anything, is he?
Well, I mean, we're in a race. As you said, the whole point is...
Stay there. I'm coming back to you in Overdrive. Mikhail Phelan, the story's on Infowars.com. Get it out, InfoWarsLife.com. Support us. Buy the products. We need your help. We're going to the next level. We're at ramming speed here. Just give us the power. We'll run over the enemy.
What disaster is so powerful, it unleashes a chain of mass pandemics, economic meltdowns, and violent food riots, all at the same time? NASA has already set the countdown timer, and right now the 21st century apocalypse is less than 13 months away. Former CIA Director James Woolsey says 2/3 of U.S. population could perish. In a matter of seconds, the world as we know it will cease to exist. The world's economy will be wiped out. Mass riots will follow. Ancient diseases will reemerge. How will you shield yourself and your loved ones from this upcoming apocalypse? Go to darkestdays.info to find out proven methods of protecting yourself, your loved ones, and even your entire community when this worst-case scenario unravels. That's darkestdays.info. darkestdays.info. Go there before this life-saving information becomes unavailable to the large public. Go to darkestdays.info now.